If you look homeless, save this video and show it to your barber because I'm gonna show you exactly how to transform whatever the fuck this is. I'm also gonna be doing a beard tutorial because he's got a beard. How long has it been?
6 months. Easily.
6 months?
Easily.
Never cheated on me. Goes to college.
Hey, graduated. Come on.
Graduated.
Yes,
now.
sir. We gotta go, you know the usual. Mid-drop fade.
Usual, or do you want to go with like some flow?
Yeah, I was thinking flow.
You got the flow right now.
Do you do the top first?
When there's hella length on top, I do it last because I need to blend it into the sides. But if it's like short and it's like not too much blending, then I'll just do it first. That's why I normally do it first because you want it shorter.
We've been in SD. We can rock a flow.
Dude, I might want to move down there.
Dude, you got to. SD is the spot. It's kind of hard to pass up. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. Stop touching your
Okay, sorry.
Keep your hands inside the roller coaster.
If you're not creating content or cut in, you're in the gym, huh?
Pretty much, yeah.
Or if you're not playing Minecraft.
He's got a lot of hair here and we're doing a mid fade. So before I even take my number 2 as my first debulking guideline, I'm gonna clean some of this up with the clipper over comb. Number 2 open. Since we're going with a longer style on top, I'm gonna do my best to keep this as low as possible. Not necessarily a low fade, but we're gonna blend it a lot tighter since I have less room to work with. I can't bring the number 2 all the way up here or else the top is gonna be completely out of proportion. I'm gonna go with my first bald guideline, clipper closed. I'm a fan of dropping the fade no matter what the head shape is. Even just slightly dropping it, just going all the way around like this, in my opinion, looks stupid. Again, your head is not a perfect circle. And a drop fade isn't harder to do than a fade where you would just make a straight guideline around. All you do is just follow the guideline. And I'm gonna bring the bald guideline down to about here for the beard, and we'll get to that later. Gonna take our trimmer right below that guideline just to knock it out to skin, and then below the trimmer we'll take the foil shaver as usual.
Bro, I need to get me some fucking based, bro.
I have shampoo samples if you want.
For real, for real? I've wanted to try this shit for so long.
Shampoo honestly plays the biggest role in my opinion.
Really?
If you have a really good shampoo and a really poor conditioner, you'd probably be fine because that shampoo won't strip out too many oils. But if it's the other way around, you have a really bad shampoo and a really good conditioner, generally the conditioner won't be able to replace all that shit the bad shampoo strips. Gonna take our number 1 closed and knock out about a 1/2 inch guideline right above there. Following the guideline going down since it's a drop fade. So I'm not just gonna make our 1 guideline all around the head because that defeats the purpose of it.
I've been so excited to come home just to get a cut, bro. Dead ass, bro. Just to get a fucking cut.
Now I'm gonna take my half guard open, and as I move down the head, I'm closing the lever. We'll do the same thing with no guard open, moving down the head and closing the lever to get rid of this line. Excluding this bulk right here, all we have to do is blend out this line. And since this is a number 2, I'm taking my number 1.5 open, and as I move down the head, I'm closing it. You'll see the line starts to soften up a lot. You can see there's a faint line there, so all I'm gonna do now is take my 1.5 open. Make sure to flick out a lot as to not create new guidelines. All we gotta do is blend in this bulk. I'm going to use a very aggressive angle for my comb here to make sure that we leave as much bulk as we can. The top hair is still pretty long, but it gets shorter as it goes down, and it blends perfectly into the fade. This line is almost blended out. All I gotta do now is take them thinning scissors. This is the meta. If you're not using thinning scissors, you are missing out on free blending gains. Watch this. Normally I do the lineup at the end, but I just can't resist, bro. This shit's gonna look so clean.
That lineup is popping. Bro, they're hooking.
All right, I'm gonna do the beard last. We're gonna do the top now.
Wait, I really want to see how long this is.
No, the top's like so long. See how long it is right here? Like we have such a good foundation.
Is that bad?
No, it's good.
Okay.
Like I kept it long here. Normally this would be a number 2. You guys know the deal? All I have to do is take this length right here and cut about this much off so it matches this guideline. We'll start from the back and then work around the head. And since I'm pulling the hair all the way down and cutting it, that means the hair up top is still pretty long versus if I was just bringing it up and cutting it. Since we cut the hair down with 0 elevation, the top is gonna kind of look like this, like an arc. You can see that here. So I'm just taking the very top part off. Always ask your client what length they want the beard. He wants a number 2, which is perfect because that's where I would make my first guideline anyway. Knock the whole beard out with the 2, and then we're gonna begin fading. And would you believe it when I tell you that it's like fading normal hair, except inverted? Shocking new discovery. Fading a beard is just the opposite of fading normal hair. And if there are thicker areas in the beard, you're gonna wanna cut them shorter. So for example, his mustache is super thick. So I'm actually gonna take a number 1.5 and trim that down just to make it seem like it's all the same length because the mustache will appear darker.
That Indian genetics, bro. That stash be dark as hell. Oh, dude, this is looking. I'm liking the long on top.
I actually don't make guidelines when I do the beard. I kind of just fade down the whole way, or fade up, you would say. So I'm taking the 1.5 open, and then I'm gonna close it as I move up, and then I'm gonna do one open, one close. Enough yippee yappy, we're montaging this shit. Now I'm just gonna line up the beard. All we're gonna do is go straight down and a little bit back for the sides right here, just following the natural beard path. Generally, you won't have to cut too much off here. You don't just wanna go straight down in a line because his jawbone comes back here, so we want that covered. Now for the neck beard, all we wanna do is take our line about 1/2 inch to 1 inch below the chin right here. And as we bring it to the cheekbone or whatever this is called right here, we want to bring it up tighter. So basically, it's kind of like a V. This is so it looks full from the sides, but it's also not down here, making it look like he has a neck beard. When you're doing the top of the stash, just make sure not to bring it down too low. So I'm just gonna go with a natural line right here. For the lip, just cut it right above the top. If you know how to use a straight razor, definitely use one when you're lining up the top here. You're gonna get a lot more freedom and it's just a lot easier to make that arc.
Yes, yes. Bro, that's literally perfect.
Final words to the world right now.
None needed.
None needed?
Dude, they can see for themselves.